New DLC, science experiments. Can the hand of God resist a black hole? Can the Reaper's tentacles kill an immortal creature? What happens when you push immortal creatures off the map? What happens when two black holes collide? Can anything become a tornado? And most importantly, at the end of this video, can we make units fly? Stick around, you don't want to miss this one. Max asks, when Mr. Death picks up units in his tentacles, they die immediately. So what happens when units don't die as turned on? Please test. Oh! Now we need to know. We have a science experiment. Will these farmers survive if I turn on units don't die? Will the Reaper be able to kill them with tentacles? That's actually a really good question. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Go into our settings and turn on make units not die. So now we should have it that these farmers, these cute little adorable farmers versus Mr. Death himself should have no issue with dying. What's happened? Oh, Mr. Death's actually like swinging at the units in the sky. The ones he's stabbed. He's stabbing the same one over and over again. He has picked up 3 and he continues to slash all the other ones. Guys, it is impossible for him. The Reaper tentacles don't kill the farmers and they continue to scream in pain. This is a little awkward. Adam says use cheerleaders on any unit to see if they can make a tornado when the spin bug is on. Ooh, that sounds interesting. So we have a boatload of cheerleaders here with lovely Larry, who's going to turn into a Larry tornado possibly. And over here, we have a bunch of cheerleaders and the lovely Helga. Let's see if this works. Go into our settings, turn on all units spin. Here we go. Larry and Helga are spinning. And yes, they are turned into tornadoes. Now Larry is a spinning potion throwing machine, and over here is Helga, the crazy headbutting spinning machine. They each make tornadoes, but on top of that, also the cheerleaders can cheerlead themselves and turn themselves into tornadoes. As you can see, boom, this is a cheerleader tornado. This is a cheerleader tornado. Over here we have another cheerleader tornado. Anything, and I mean anything that spins will turn into a tornado. To test this theory further, we have a whole bunch of units. Will we have an ice giant tornado, a Hwacha tornado, a boat, a ballista, a mammoth tornado? A Hwacha tornado is kind of unfair. It just fires in every single direction. A cannon tornado, a Mr. Death tornado. The boat tornado didn't work. I was hoping for a boat tornado. That did not work. The mammoth tornado seems to be doing work right now. And over here we have an oarsman tornado. Mr. Death himself is not yet turned into a tornado. He's not really spinning. His tentacle, actually, he's dead now. The mammoth tornado and the tree giant tornado are the most terrifying. Look how fast, guys. This is on slow-mo. And the mammoth tornado is rotating at a rapid speed. It's actually terrifying. Maximum slow-mo. You can see the mammoth contort and become just this blob. That's so gross. Full speed. Ice giant is dead. Tree giant is alive. But in the end, the mammoth tornado was victorious. Kenter says you should use Artemis with the mate range units shoot fast. This sounds interesting. Let's see just how fast she can shoot. Full speed. Waiting for it. Here we go. 2 shots and she fell over. Oh, they're not quite getting into range. I think we need to like surround her 360. What do you guys think? Surround a bunch of shield units and see how fast she attacks. That's pretty quick. It's almost like she's being powered up by a bunch of cheerleaders. So what would happen if we gave her a bunch of cheerleaders? Let's charge her up with the cheerleaders. Give her even more attack speed. Oh my god. What? Dude, this is on slow-mo. Look how fast. That is like... Hold on, this is slow-mo and it's coming up more than 1 a second. We're looking at like 4 or 5 volleys a second in slow-mo, which means it's like 10 volleys a second in regular speed. Well, in that case, let's up the stakes and give him a whole bunch of ice giants to fight. Oh, the ice giants might be moving it a little bit too quickly. She's in there. She's shooting. I just can't see. Oh, I'm stuck in the feet of the ice giants. I can't even move. I don't know where she went. She's in there somewhere, firing on all the ice giants who are trying to stomp her. I'm trying to find her. I don't know where she is. She's in there somewhere, but yeah, there's way too... Oh, there she is. Hey, are you okay, Artemis? New Media says, why don't you try rapid-fire ballistas with cheerleaders? I think it'll be good. I think you're correct. We have a ballista here that is already under the effects of the bug DLC rapid fire plus cheerleaders against a boatload of cavalry, and yeah, just as we kind of predicted, it turns into a machine gun using ballistas and the debug power-up. It killed a boatload of these cavalry. They didn't even stand a chance. Now we're gonna add 4 ice giants in the front. Maybe they'll act as meat shields. No. Oh, they are. They are. Oh, the horses kind of get close because they're trying to shoot the ice giants, but no. The machine gun ballista is just destroying. Oh no, the ballista died. Lisa says, Crow, put units on the don't die option and then put them in the water. That's a great question. I'm assuming they don't drown, but what happens if they kind of fight underwater for forever? So we got Helga and Benny, and now they cannot die. And Helga goes into the water. Hi, Miss Helga. Have you seen Benny in a while? Where you go? She's walking along the ocean bottom, trying to get to Benny. Benny's down here chilling, continuing to play his music deep underwater. Helga's not meant to walk on this terrain. Helga can't swim. I think it's because her helmet weighs her down too much. So now she's stuck on the... That's a skeleton of a dinosaur. That's a dinosaur skull or a dragon skull. Look at those giant teeth on this thing. Jeez. And Helga's stuck, and Benny just keeps on playing his music. That's what happens. They don't die. Grandmaland asks, will clams have wings? That's a great question. I don't know if summon clams will have wings. We know that their creators have wings because of the DLC. But what about the clams? And to further test that, I'm also going to see if snakes, hired from snake archers, have wings as well. Here we go. Snake archers versus clams. Will their summoned units have wings? Clams on the ground, snakes on the ground. There are no clam wings and there are no snake wings. And the snakes are able to jump up and get at the clams, and the clams are able to go up and get at the snake archers. I'm disappointed. I wanted clams with wings. I wanted flying clam people. Well, actually, we have flying clam people. I wanted flying clams. Cubone says, we need a montage of every single thing in the game spinning and use units don't die. Your wish is my command. Lol J says, try pushing units off the map when they're immortal. That's a great question. So I've got the push power, and these units are immortal. I'll prove it because they're now just gonna smack each other all day long and just gonna keep smacking each other because they're immortal. They can't die. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slow down time, and I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna start pushing all of them off the map. What happens? I want them off the map, like completely off the map. I should have used the what happens? They fall. And they fall, and they fall, and they seem to fall for forever. So what if I push all of them off the map? No one's respawning. Some people are fighting under the water. Let's get under the water and push them off the water. The game ends. So, kind of like Smash Brothers, when you go out of bounds, when you're out off the map, you actually can win or lose. You should try to grab a unit and see if you can hold said unit away from that monstrosity of a black hole. That's a fantastic question. What we're going to do. So we're going to use the hand of God, and we're going to grab onto Larry the potion seller and protect him from the hobbit who's about to turn into a black hole because he is seeking vengeance for all the hobbit abuse after all this time. And over here in this cave, I've got a bunch of bards to try and live so that the match won't end as soon as the hobbit dies. You can see that the bards are they're here. I summon them. I know they're there. The match will not end immediately. Let's go over here. Let's grab onto lovely Larry. Make sure he doesn't get sucked into the black hole. And let's see if we can actually use this to keep him alive. Time starts. I have Larry. I don't want Larry by the arm. I want Larry by something a bit firmer than the arm. I got him by the seat of his pants. Larry, that's a black hole. You can hear the bards. The bards are over there. They're doing their bard thing. I've got you, Larry, okay? I'm going to keep you away from this monstrosity of a black hole. You're starting to see Larry begin to get pulled towards the black hole. I want to see his hands like stretched towards it. His torso. Oh, you see that? You see my hand actually moving away from the middle of the screen. See the hands right there in the middle of the screen. But as the black hole gets closer, my hand is drifting away towards the black hole. Let's keep moving him back. So far, The hand of God is more powerful than this singularity, more powerful than this black hole. Even though Larry's really starting to get pulled towards it, I would like to see Larry's hands get pulled towards it because of the effects of gravity, power of gravity. That is a massive black hole. And we are still holding on to Larry, protecting him. And boom, there you go. The black hole, quote unquote, disappears. Visually, it's gone. Though literally, if I let go of Larry, he goes flying into what is the black hole. And now Larry is dead. Rakuto says, make a Pegasus. That's easy. All you have to do is give things wings. All of a sudden, now you've got winged horses with winged riders who just charge each other. And the jouster beat the cavalry? That's a little bit surprising. I'll run that again. How did the jouster beat the cavalry? There, now that didn't work. Well, horse is dead. Now we have a Pegasus and horse rider versus just the cavalry unit, just General John. And again, the jouster won. The cavalry's worth more points than the jouster. That shouldn't be the case. Now, both horses survived. And now here we go, jouster moving in. Horse is dead. And now it's horse and jouster versus the General John versus the cavalry, the rider, as the horse goes sideways. Because that's what you do when you're a Pegasus. You turn sideways. Oh man, I think the jouster is better than the cavalry. Go figure. It's not what I would expect. Fruit Slicer says, what will happen if you put two halflings against each other and the black hole ones? Obviously, that's a great question. What happens when two black hole hobbits face off? So I've placed a black hole hobbit here, and I've placed a black hole hobbit here, and they're relatively close with armies in between them. So they're going to die instantly, turn to black holes. Those black holes will expand and envelop each other. And to make sure the round doesn't end, I'm going to grab onto Benny the Bard and keep Mr. Benny the Bard alive as the fight begins and the black holes occur. Now, those black holes are very, very tiny. And there is a fight going on, but they are going to expand eventually. You can see this berserker being sucked in, and soon all these dead units, like boom, that dead harvester is being slowly dragged in. Boom, right there, sucked in. There are units still alive. Oh, I didn't think about the blue side. Oh, that's so awkward. Oh, hold on. I'll make them mortal. There we go. Now the units will not die, except for the black hole hobbits. And now we have black holes continuing to grow, continuing to expand as I take Benny for a ride. Even though, Benny, this isn't really necessary. Maybe actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to your, just don't let go of your loot there. Everything will be fine. The hobbit black holes are beginning to expand. What happens when they expand into each other? You can see all these units being sucked into the one black hole that seems to be a little bit closer, with a handful being sucked into the left black hole. So most of them are in the right, some are in the left. What will happen when the black holes collide? Please tell me there is a world-ending explosion. Something brutal, something terrifying. What happens? Let's take a look. Taking a look, and nothing happens. The units are still fighting inside of the dual black holes. Benny is being torn apart by the gravitational forces of each black hole colliding with the other. As you can see, these black holes are getting massive, taking up most of the snowball. Any time now, though, they should reach maximum capacity and then disappear randomly. Right there, boom, they disappeared. And all of the units are in one giant pile in the middle between the two black holes. I even dropped Benny in there. Now you can see every unit still alive in the middle between the two black holes. Has become a pile of unable to die fighting disaster. Blaze Chaos says, Crow, if you control the headbutter and use the hand in third person, you can fly around and deal damage to any unit you fly into. Huh? So hold on. Let me grab onto this. Okay, now I use the hand and oh, we're flying. Oh, no, we're flying. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, hold on. Let's go right through here. Boom! Can it be anyone other than the headbutter? Can I do it to, like, I don't know, ice giant? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. In third person, Helga can fire god powers. Oh my god. Though, is it really Helga the god? What if I go first person mode? Now I am. Now I'm Helga the god. First person, I have become all powerful god. Can I turn Larry into a flying... Oh, I can. I can turn Larry into a flying bomber. Larry, let's go. Larry's flying in the sky. Throw a potion. Oh my god, I love this game so much.